This is a very social world that we live in, and anything a company can do to humanize their loan officers out there and to help them develop trust in the communities that they serve is vitally important.
Hi, I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network, coming to you from the MNN studios here in New York. We have Scott Harris, the CEO of Social Survey, who's going to tell us why the mortgage bankers love his company and his service. Scott, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Andrew. Really appreciate being on the show.
Listen, I want to ask, why are mortgage banks in love with you?
We do post-closing surveys. We get the true voice of the customer. We share the average review 10 to 12 times. We're getting very high response rates. We're helping companies on Zillow and Google and on their websites and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. Just the true voice of the customer everywhere, driving some pretty cool outcomes.
Fantastic. Listen, I know you had some time to interact with a lot of your clients at the recent Independent Mortgage Bankers Conference. Tell us a little bit about your experience there.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to lead a panel with New American Funding's Rick Arviella and Eddie Perez from Equity Prime, and Zillow's Justin Shalane was there, and Paul Beege was there from Atlanta. Those guys made me look good. What a fantastic show that was. We were able to talk to people about brand management and growing their online reputation and growing their business. The theme of the show was, business is going to be down in 2018, but nobody was scared. I mean, really, everyone just saw it as an opportunity to manufacture more profits. In the existing environment, they're like, okay, we're going to manufacture a better customer experience and find a way to manufacture more profits. At this point, most of these folks are pros, and they've been through this up and down, and so they know what to do next. Anyway, it was a great show. It was fantastic to get out and see so many of our customers.
Listen, with the right tools, even in the down times, you could still grow your company. Now, it seems that that you guys do an unbelievable job of helping actually clients get recommendations and really just kind of get online referrals. Talk a little bit about how you guys do that.
Yeah, so 88% of customers trust online recommendations as much as referrals from friends. And so you take that same referral from a friend, they close the transaction, they spend all that time and money and energy creating that great customer experience, right? And that would usually be just a referral, a word of mouth referral, but we digitize it, right? We collect that voice and we put it on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and get them to write Google reviews, and we get it on the company's website and Social Survey. So we put it everywhere so people can read it when and how they're ready to read it. So it's not replacing referrals, it just enhances referrals, and it turns that referral into a digital asset. And to be honest, the marketing teams within these companies could never write enough content or create enough distribution to keep up with the voice of the customer. Right? If they're closing 400 or 500 loans, we're getting 55% response rates on average. Right? If you're closing 500 loans, we're getting like 275 stories. Wow. And sharing those almost 3,000 times online. It's very powerful for growing your business.
So, listen, Scott, I want to get into some numbers here. Can you give us some stats on the power of social media and using it for recommendations?
So, one thing we know is that if you're not managing your online reputation, your unhappy customers are more than happy to do it for you. Right? And then we know some other thing. We know that over 70% of Google's business gets referred to companies with 3.5 stars or more on Google, and most folks have no way. It's like so muddy. Oh, there's Yelp and there's Zillow and there's Google and there's how do I manage all of this stuff? Yeah. And so Social Survey just makes it easy to manage all that stuff. But listen, I'm gonna do a U-turn on you here. What I really want to do today is I want to talk about a release that we're about to do. We're about to honor from over 200,000 reviews and 20,000 loan officers the top originators in the United States for customer satisfaction. Now,
Wow.
you can't cheat our numbers. We have the best numbers in the business. We connect to their data sources to Encompass or to whatever their LOS is. And so every loan they close, we send a request. And so it's 100% penetration on their closed loans. And it's really, really hard to make this list. To make the top 50 among 20,000, it's a big honor. I'd say it's harder than even some of the production awards you see on Scotsman. So that's coming out on the magazine in February here, really soon. We're still taking. It's not just exclusively Social Survey, right? So we're still taking submissions. If folks that see this want to get them in, we'll make sure we put some information for how they do that. But if it's okay, I want to tease it by giving some kudos to a couple names. Can I do that?
Sure, go right ahead.
Yeah. So New American Fundings, and this is a big kudos. These three folks that I'm gonna give you, they're definitely near the top of the list. Now we haven't got all the submissions in, but almost impossible to kick these people off the list. Over 100 reviews each, almost perfect 5 stars across the board. And again, this is every customer they close, we ask automatically. So kudos to New American Funding's Amber Ernst. Giuseppe, I'm going to mess this name up, Battaglioli from Hallmark. He was right at the top of the list last year. He finds himself right near the top of the list this year. I don't know who's first or second yet. We haven't parsed that all the way down until we get all the submissions in. And Tracy Jackson, she was not on the list last year, Village Mortgage. So big kudos to those three. Those are my only 3 teases before the list rolls out.
So Scott, you have the top 50 loan officers, and I know you also have the top 10 mortgage companies. Where do they go if they want to sign up for this?
Thank you for pointing that out. Actually, we have 3 indexes: the loan officers, mortgage companies, and top workplace. And all 3 of them are under our top performers campaign. All they do is go to SocialSurvey.com. They'll see the banner, click on the banner, and get their submissions in quick. It rolls out in February.
Fantastic. Scott, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching.
The most important thing you can do for your business right now is to generate good, organic, high-star reviews from the people that you're serving. They'll develop the trust that you so desperately need to seek in developing your personal brand out online.
It's been a game changer because it gets everyone into the investment of we all create the great experience, and those surveys are the end proof.
This is Mortgage News Network.